You know what it is, your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
Welcome back to the We Outside Show. You see what it is, man. It's just me and X today.
Hey.
Original recipe, you know what I'm
I
saying?
already know, man.
It's kind of feeling like Stankonia in here, throwback.
Oh, yeah. Not like Stank. Not like Stank. Not like Stank.
Yeah, so before we get into the show, though, because it's just me and you, and it's been a long time, it's been just me and you.
Oh, yeah.
I know we got a lot of new people that's just getting hip to the We Outside Show, but for all the people that don't know, like, this show started, this is our like third or fourth year for real, right?
Yeah, I think it's like our fourth year.
It's our fourth year.
Yeah.
And it all started, with just me and X, you know what I'm saying, doing this each and every week, going crazy. And we built,
Stankonia.
At Stankonia, yeah. And you see the progress now with Live Hip Hop Daily. Shout out to my man H, you know what I mean?
Shout out to H.
We added Exquisite and Big Niche to the cast. We got Buddy the Guy from day one. So, yeah, man, shout out to all the people that's new to this. But go do your research and go back and watch a lot of our old episodes because we got a lot of dope episodes that we did, a lot of interviews we did.
Oh, yeah.
Who we had? We had Jazzy Faye, JT Money, Simba. Originally, we had Simba.
Now Simba's doing podcasts, and now he's going crazy on TikTok. It's crazy to see that growth in what he's doing with his podcast.
For sure. Shout out to Simba.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Drummer Boy.
Oh, yeah. Drummer Boy. Who else? We had my man, producer.
We had Cash Cobain.
C-Note, the Honorable C-Note.
Honorable C-Note. Cheese.
Boom Man.
Boom Man's going viral again for the same thing. Hey, Boom, I don't know what you be doing, man. Yo, these artists. Yo, let's start there.
Yeah.
Listen, so we did have, go watch the old Boom Man episode because it's the same situation. When we had him on, there was an artist complaining about how signing to him didn't do anything for his career, and then now we have it.
Yeah, that was Money Moo, right?
It was Money Moo at the time.
Who
we also had Money Moo on the show.
Yeah, we had Money Moo because it was a dispute going on. So I definitely wanted to get both. It was two sides of the story that was out there. So I wanted to let everybody hear both sides.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But be unbiased at the same time.
For sure. So, Boom Man, I don't know if you need to. I see you going back to talk to somebody about it, but yeah, I keep seeing him having the same issue, man. It's like a lot of artists have a problem with, I guess, how he runs his label, how he runs his business. I think Roscoe Dash was the latest person that was having a complaint.
Well, Roscoe had already, they had already talked about that a few times. I thought him and Boom had already kind of hashed that out.
Me too.
Because I know after, on certain podcasts and certain platforms, I had heard, Boom Man kind of speak highly of him. Not really like, he rocked with him, but he put pictures out, showing that they rocked together back in the day. So I didn't really think it was nothing major. Then when I seen everything that's going on now, I'm like, man, they back doing this again.
You know what's crazy? I haven't heard one artist step up and stand out there and be like, nah, man, Boom Man really did good by me. It's always like, I
want to give Fujiano a chance to get out and see, because it seemed like Fujiano might change that whole narrative.
Right.
Because I think, when Fujiano was going to court and different things was going on, Boom was there. You know what I'm saying? So, I would love to hear Fujiano, when he get out, to hear his perspective of the Boom Man experience.
Yeah. Hey, man, the love is quiet, the hate is loud. Somebody jump out there and defend Boom Man.
But and that's the crazy part about it. And I think that's why I have to agree with Boom Man. Is like a lot of times, a lot of things he say may be true, but negativity will go a lot further than positivity or whatever might be. He might have done some great things, but those great things he might have done is gonna go unheard or unseen. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, until somebody comes up and go, hey, man, listen, I did business with Boom. I did this, and this, and it went this way, and it was a success. I think Boom Man is going to always be defending himself.
Yeah. And I can, we're on the outside looking in, even though we are in the industry, but I can speak to what I remember of that situation when All the Way Turned Up first came out. We did think it was Travis Porter's song. We didn't know it was Roscoe Dash's song.
Nobody. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do remember that when Boom Man came in and did whatever he did, we were able to distinguish, oh, okay, this Roscoe Dash song. This is not Travis Porter. And then he just started ringing out hits like, Roscoe's
I was around during that time, so I know how all that kind of played out. But, they had some success, man. All I could do is say, I hope that Boom Man got what he deserved and
Roscoe
got what he deserved. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't seem like they screaming about the money. I ain't heard nobody scream about the money. I think they scream about the contract.
Yeah.
The contract might not have been fair, but it seemed like, everybody kind of cool with whatever money they might have made from it. You know what I'm saying? So
it always comes back to the same thing. I feel like everybody first deal, you're gonna be fucked over. I think that's just the way the game
well, I
is.
don't think you have to be. I don't think you have to be fucked up. I just think a lot of time, man. Like I spoke on this program before. I say, you know, a lot of people want to eat off of other people's talent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't think that may have been Boom Man's situation because he actually. I feel like Boom Man brought something to the table that added to that situation. That, you know, a lot of times I think when artists had this level of success, once they had that level of success, they forget about the things that people done for them in the beginning. You know, they got them to that point. Yeah. It's all about, at that point, you got so many people telling you, oh, you the shit. You got so many people telling you that.
Right.
To where by the time times for you to deal with the people who you actually need to be dealing with, you looking at them like peons now.
Yeah, your ego.
You know what I'm saying? Your ego is so big. These the little guys to you now because you got so many people that's kissing your ass the way you
right.
You know what I'm saying? And these are the people who real with you. These are people that's gonna tell you, nah, that's whack. You shouldn't be doing this. Nah, you shouldn't be doing that. You're gonna look down at those people because now your head is so big, they can't tell you nothing.
But you can't be mad at the nigga writing the check. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can be mad at the person that's writing the check if you don't have the whole check.
But if you didn't have no money at all, and the niggas invested into you, I think people forget about that part. Like, it should be fair for sure, but it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole part.
If I'm putting my bread up.
Yeah, but I think that's the whole part of every deal that all artists deal with. They forget about that money being spent up front.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times people think that when somebody's investing in you, they don't supposed to get that money back.
Right. They don't value it because it ain't their money.
Right.
It's like, yo, it's not your money being spent.
Right.
So, yeah, you think
if I sit here and I blow $20, $30, $40, $50,000 on an artist, you know how they feel? They could feel like they just can walk away.
Right.
It's no skin off of their back. You know why? Because it wasn't their money.
Wasn't their money.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing to lose.
That's why I understand when a lot of people have this distaste for DJs or artists or certain different things they may have a distaste for. I understand. Especially when you done spent your money and you didn't get a result. Yeah. I mean, that's why I always say if you get some type of result, that should be a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you don't get no result from money spent, then that should be a problem.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If I spend $5,000, $10,000 and I don't get no result, I don't get nothing. I think you should have a problem. Yeah, I think you should say something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't like.
If I spend $15,000, you know what I'm saying, to go to an event or a situation where I was supposed to meet people or people supposed to change my situation, and nothing happens, you don't think $15,000 spent, you should be upset.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is really a $15,000 steak or lobster, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying?
It's always different when it ain't your money, bro.
Yeah,
always.
I actually got a couple questions on that one. First of all, artist development. That's a big part of this conversation. Of course, we got, platforms like New Music Monday. Even here in Atlanta, I'm hearing a lot about Playlist Academy and, things like that. Just teaching artists how to be an artist. Is that still a thing that's not really happening in the game? That aspect of, artist development and artists really knowing what the industry is about.
I think it's more so the artists don't want to be developed. I don't think it's not there. I mean, we do New Music Monday every week. You know what I'm saying? Where we critique a lot of the, we critique artists on their performance and their music. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of artists now feel like they don't need that because they're beyond somebody telling them, if they good, if it's whack, or if it's this or it's that. You get what I'm saying? But I think that's part of the development part of it. Like I was saying, I made a post where, every platform ain't the platform for you. You get what I'm saying? To where like a lot of artists run from the platforms that cost, because those platforms, they're gonna, at the end of the day, you're gonna get some type of result. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be something where it's feel where you may have to get some type of feedback that may benefit you. If I'm paying $100, $50, $20 to perform, what type of feedback are you really looking at? What are you really looking to get out of that?
Exactly. You get what you pay for.
Right. So it's like if I know I'm gonna pay $300 to go be on a platform, I know I'm gonna be looking for something. I know if I'm spending okay, what am I getting out of it? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're gonna get in front of every DJ that's in the clubs right now, that's in the strip clubs, that's in hookah lounges. You coming in a room where you got a network of people that's in there. You never know who might be in the building, from radio people to industry execs, producers. You don't never know who in the building at New Music Monday. But then you got other platforms, and there's no knock on the platform. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But a lot of times you can spend that money to go to certain platforms, and it's just not it's not beneficial to you.
Yeah, there's no value there.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, my other take on that too is when you talk about artist development, a lot of these artists, again, the record is bigger than them. So the record gets big so fast that they don't even have time to be developed because the record's already out and making money. So they just getting thrown out there to the wolves like, yo, go do some shows and get the money. And that's why the show is trash, because they're not even developed enough to be on stage and perform this record as good as the record is, or as popular as the record is. So I think that's a part of it too. It's like, it's retroactive. It used to be niggas that had a record, you had the artist development. When the artist is ready to go out there, then they release the record and the artist is polished and he's ready and he's media trained and he knows how to perform and carry himself. Now it's just the record, they just throw it online, it catch, oh, the record hot, go out there. And nigga don't even know how to hold a microphone. You don't have a conversation with nobody. So I think that's part of it too, is this microwave era of music. The artist has to chase the record now. So they're not ready for the success of the record. They're behind that developmentally.
Well, another, y'all kind of talked about artists we had early on. Another artist we had early on was Glorilla. And when you talk about that, that's the artist I think of. F&F kind of blew up, and we kind of seen her figure it out, you know, as it go on. So in those instances, you see kind of going to what Big X said, maybe the artist, you know, they got to want to be developed at some point to really figure it out, which goes back to Ego, which is an article in Billboard talking about T.I., an artist like T.I. He just admitted that he felt like leaving Atlantic was a big mistake in his career, but he said, again, kind of his ego, he said he felt like he had to find out if he was responsible for his success or if it was the label, and he just said he had to find out. But looking back, that was a mistake.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, I think a lot of artists think that, especially when you hit a plateau, like when you hit the level of like a T.I., you become a mega star. You own songs with like Robin Thicke. You're doing award shows.
Rihanna.
You got Rihanna. You got all these great big records. But I think a lot of time, once you get on that independent platform, I think you understand fast how much label assistance you was getting.
Yeah,
you know
they call it a machine for a reason.
Right.
Because even as an independent, you can have some homies and some connections, but nothing beats that machine.
Yeah, I mean, and even as an independent, I think a lot of independents don't understand that signing to those labels is perks that come with it. Like when you look at those playlists that's coming out now, you know, most independents won't make those playlists. You won't make the Spotify playlist.
Ever.
You get what I'm saying?
You can't even buy your way on a song.
Yeah, so being a part of a Universal or Atlantic, and then just the power of Atlantic, you just look at how Atlantic has worked their artists over the years. They got a real system of songwriters, producers, hit makers, to where it's like if you go over there and you don't have a hit, they'll get you a hit.
They'll make you one. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he was there when the Dream Team was there. It was like Julie Greenwald and all them people.
And that's the crazy part now. So you think about all those people are out the building now. The Crespos, all those people gone, and now you got a whole, I don't even know if it's a new regime because I haven't met any of those people yet. But at the same time, you know, the music industry is still thriving. So I'm pretty sure now that T.I. is in a situation, we're having a #1 record that he put out on his own. Now he'll be able to walk into those buildings and have a lot more say so.
And he's still T.I. when it's all said and done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he is a established artist to the point where.
And T.I. got bars, man. Like you can't even front on the songs he's been putting out. Like you know, and this is what I love about social media, because you can go back a few months ago before the Let 'Em Know record. People was like, oh, when he was on the one record, oh, T.I. fell off. He need to retire. He need to do this. The last few records T.I. put out, man, is like, yo, he in that zone right now. You know
this nigga album is about to be so crazy, bro. It's going to be so crazy.
And like Killer Mike is in the studio working on his album. So there's a lot of albums right now, I think, that's coming out this year that's anticipated in the city that I think that'll probably do well for the city.
You know I'm rolling with the OGs. PSC's about to come out. Yeah. But even, listen, bro, I don't think we talk about Killer Mike's last album enough. His previous album, your mic, fix your mic.
You tapped it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. We good. Okay.
We don't. I don't think we still don't give enough love to that last Killer Mike album. That is one of the best albums I've heard in the last 5 years, bro.
Got a 3-peat off it.
Yeah, it's for sure.
I mean, he got a Grammy. I think a lot of times, even when you think about that album, and one of my main things I was mad about, even though it was a Grammy album, radio really didn't support that record.
I didn't understand that, because he had records on there that could go on the radio.
Like that's my thing about. You know, we get into it for real. Like my thing right now, and I always say this, and I was saying this to Greg Street the other day. I think in Atlanta, even for independent artists. You hit this plateau. Mm-hmm. You can get out here, you grind it, you work it, you do everything you need to do, and then you hit this right here. Okay, then where do you go when you get here? Now you got everybody liking the record, and now radio won't support you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm working the record. I'm out here in the streets. I'm doing everything y'all told me to do. Mm-hmm. But if radio is not supporting the local independents, where do they go?
So that's a PD thing, right?
Well, it's a PD and a system thing. I don't want to put it just all on the PD.
Yeah.
It's a system thing. I think it's a systematic type thing. I think when you look at trap music right now and just the environment of that, the whole state of it right now, I think it's a systematic thing. I don't think it's a PD thing.
Okay. Yeah, because the only like I said, I always publicly say it, but I feel like the only nigga taking chances on the radio is Swamp and Bankhead. Like when Lil Bankhead and Swamp is on V103, they're the only ones that I hear really playing records that you do not hear. Like you be like a straight independent record.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't really hear anybody else taking chances like that. So, we just need more of that, man. Because you're right. Once you hit that glass ceiling.
But shout out to V, because I think V outside of that, V103 really has put their whole, they got a whole program, because Greg Street do a program where he come up and he play, where you can come up and play a new record from an independent, and then Bankhead, he's playing new records. So there, as far as V103, I could say Reggie Rouse and Greg Street and Bankhead, they really are putting their whole everything into trying to make something pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And supporting independents too.
But that shows you why you got to move around too. That's why I say Atlanta's a bubble. So you hit that glass ceiling in Atlanta, what do? Go somewhere else.
Yeah, bro. Like you got Alabama, you got shout out to my boy Double O Key in Columbus, Georgia. You got Fayetteville, North Carolina. You got Charlotte. You got all these different places you can go to outside of Atlanta. That's why I say Atlanta is just a bubble. It's a great place to start, and if you could get some motion here, it's great. You know what I'm saying? But once you get that motion here, the best thing for you to do, once you start getting motion here and people start knowing who you are, man, go outside and get that same motion going somewhere else.
But the chilling circuit is undefeated. I don't care what year it is.
Hey,
it is undefeated because that's where the people are.
No doubt.
The real people, real fans.
What Master P showed you that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody goes back to, everybody want to go to this futuristic streaming is this and is that, blah, blah, blah. If you really look at how these cats won as independent artists and independent labels, man, you always know that they was in those little country towns.
Yeah.
They wasn't charging $30,000 to do a show in a club that don't hold but 100 people.
Right.
Or 200 people. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I don't understand about these artists now. It's like soon as they get a record, they show fees go up to $30,000 and $40,000 and $50,000. Who's paying that?
And the show not good.
Right.
Like we was just talking about.
You ain't even been on enough shows to charge $30,000.
Bro, do you remember? Damn, I don't want to say his name, but there's a big artist out now. But when he came to New Music Monday, he's newer. Like last year, he had a really good lyric. But when he came, we was looking at him like, yo, this nigga's show is terrible.
But he wanted $30,000.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
out the gate, record just hit. Nobody even really knows the record yet.
Performance was ass trash, hot garbage.
But he wanted $30,000 out the gate.
Yeah.
And my whole thing to that is not that he didn't deserve the $30,000. I'm just going like, what do you do when you do the smaller venues that a promoter can't make $30,000 back? What do you charge then? Do you just not do the show?
No, you better run up them bags.
Because like this is what I do know about like the OG cats, and I'm not gonna get their prices out. But one thing I knew about the OG dudes, they always had a price that was affordable for those type of situations.
Yep,
at
all times, right?
So if it was something that was smaller that didn't fit that number that they wanted, they had a number that would always fit that budget, where they could always go and do that show. And those artists are still traveling right now, doing shows and have been doing shows for the last 30 years, 40 years.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The legacy artists get it. I think the younger artists don't understand. You just want to stay working. Because one thing I do know this. Once those records fade, it's hard to get 30,000.
What?
20,000, 10,000. See, because now you really put a sour taste in those promoters' mouth. So they ain't calling you back to do a show after your record done did it.
Well, I'm gonna help you.
Right. You didn't help me. I didn't even break even on a $30,000 night.
Right. You wasn't showing it.
Because this what nobody's actually thinking about. If you charging me 30, I got to get a venue. I got to pay for security. I got all these other things I got to add up. So by the time I'm finished, I'm at probably a 40 or 50 piece.
In the hole.
So what is that? Is that like newer artists not having nobody in their corner to give them the game? Is that them
Well,
not
you
really-
got a lot of artists that go out here and they get these tour managers and these people that do tour dates that they're like, you know, and I ain't mad at them. You know, they got to tack theirs on too.
Yeah,
you know,
put
what I'm
that
saying?
cap on it.
gotta eat?
So you know what I'm saying. So
They be fucking it up though for the artists.
but if you're a new artist and you want to go get the guy who's booking everybody everywhere, and because you know he's gonna be able to get you that fee, then yeah, run it up. But just know, after you run it up, you better have a second record.
For sure.
So
And a
say
third.
I'm an artist watching right now, and I got a little buzz in my own hometown. I'm trying to hit the road, figure it out. Like, where do I even go to get that information?
To get what? How much you should charge?
How much you should charge? Who to contact for booking? Like, how do you go about that?
I mean, at that time, I think if you start buzzing in your city, you know, like the average rate is 3,500.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 5,000, depending on how fast the record is going. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but if you get a real hit record, yeah, you probably do want to charge 20 and 30 for the right venue. But a lot of times when those records are just starting to buzz, those venues that those promoters are asking you for, there's no way they can make that money back.
Like a small club, like there's no way they can make that bread back.
Right.
You
They
know?
got to charge $100 for everybody
At
that
the
walks
door.
through the door.
Exactly, to
You
break
know what I'm
even.
saying? Probably won't even break even.
Exactly. So the business got to make sense. But again, and we're talking on the other side of things. A lot of artists don't understand business, right?
Exactly.
So an artist is just thinking, I'm an artist, I want my bag. They're not thinking they've never been a promoter.
Right.
They've never been a club owner. They've never been a manager. They've never been, so they don't even understand the business side of what we're talking about.
Right.
Or they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't give a
Because,
fuck
you
what
know,
you got to
when-
make back. I
when-
need my 30.
When I hear these artists go, yeah, I need a manager. A manager of what? What
You
is
had
a
nothing to
manager?
manage.
Right. You don't even have a record yet.
Yeah.
So what am I managing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say a lot of times when you get those tour managers and those managers, they kind of have to, you know, because with you not knowing and not knowing what the situation is, they kind of got to guide you into the right directions. That's why I like VA booking. I like Johnny Cabell, even though sometimes they can be pricey, but they'll guide the artist into the way, you know, as far as, okay, if you got a hot record right now, you need to be doing woo, 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 woo. You get what I'm saying? We need to be out here on the road doing this. So those guys I know for a while, as of now, they've been doing it for a while and it's been working. So
Plus building, like you said, 3,500. Like I'm really telling niggas, hey man, go do 5 shows for $1,500. That shit add up. You know what I'm saying? And you're proving yourself.
But I'm giving you, if you got a good record.
Oh, like if you really, really pop it.
Yeah, like-
I'm thinking he's talking about like somebody that's like super new and independent. You know, like if you got a record that's buzzing a little bit.
About it. Most artists that's new, not even gonna give $1,500. You know what I'm saying? See,
you
they're
right.
gonna be paying $1,500 to hit a stage.
To get there, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then
Yes.
after they done a few stages,
You earn it.
right?
And you got to earn it.
Right.
Hit the road. It's like everything else. You got to hit the road and
A lot of artists
prove it.
A lot of artists don't want to. My mic still on? Yeah, but a lot of artists don't want to. A lot of artists don't want to hit. They don't want to do that. They feel like if I'm popping in my city, I shouldn't have to go nowhere else. I'm popping here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't take a shortcut, bro.
And it's like people don't understand. If you go do a show right now in Charlotte, right? Just say somebody book you, or you pay to go get on the stage in Charlotte. If you really rocking the show, somebody else gonna book you.
They're
going
going
to
to
come back.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's the thing too. I don't think people afford think enough to you. Because we say it at New Music Monday, you never know who's going to be there. There could be a promoter from Miami in that crowd. Like, yo,
Right.
as soon as you get off the stage, hey, bro, come here. I want to book you out here in Miami.
Yeah,
you go do
bro.
the show in Miami, go crazy. It's a promoter from Jacksonville. Hey, bro, how much you charge to come to Jacksonville? Like, you got to be outside for niggas to even want to book you.
But that's why I always tell artists, because we do put clips up of their performances when they come to New Music Monday.
Yes.
Or you should have somebody that's filming you so that when you do New Music Monday, that's your performance clip, so that when they see that online, if you got a hell of a show, somebody gonna go, man, I like that song and I like their performances. I like their performance. Let me book them.
Yes.
But if you don't have nothing there, you just talking about, yeah, man, my song the shit.
Yep.
And I'm killing these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do we hear that?
All the time. I'm going to tell you somebody that I saw do it, right? You remember Nino Gambino? He had that song, be like,
Yeah.
the very next day after he did New Music Monday, I seen like 5 or 6 different reels. Coalition DJs just co-signed the hottest new nigga, and they showing the footage, and they showing everybody go crazy in the crowd, which really happened. They showing all the DJs saying, yo, nigga, you dope, which really happened. They took full advantage of that situation.
But that's why I don't understand when these artists go do these platforms, right? If I'm gonna go spend $300 to be on New Music Monday, right? I'm gonna make that a full-fledged content situation.
From the time I get dressed.
Yeah, bro. Cause
we mobbing out.
Cause now I'm already invested. So now I know when I go, I'm gonna get video of my performance, video of me showing up, video of me networking. I'm like, you know, it's like my man used to say, what's my man with the beard? Rap Juggernaut, man. You want about 7, 8 different videos
off the same thing.
Hell
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you ain't thinking like that, you missing the whole concept of content.
But then they'll leave and be like, man, that shit was a waste of my time. No, nigga, you wasted your time.
Yeah, you wasted, because now you walked away because it wasn't about you pulling the content and using it. It was about your ego and you getting off.
Yep. You
got off and now you sitting back going like, damn, man, I ain't filmed nothing. Damn, man, I ain't getting nothing out of that. Damn, man, I should have. Yeah, now it's too late for that. You done did it. Now you got to come back and do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Or it's our fault. Man, it was a waste of time, man. I ain't even getting nothing out of it. You didn't do shit.
Right.
We did our part. We gave you the platform. We gave you the feedback.
But let's not even think New Music Monday. Let's just think anything platform. Let's say if it was P. Brown's platform. I'm thinking the same way.
Yes.
Every time I go perform.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I need to be out here with my cameraman. I need to have, if I got an assistant or a manager, even if I'm rolling with a crew of people, everybody has to play a position.
Have a job, bro. Don't just be
there. You
there.
get what I'm saying? Because if you got people that just hanging around, you already know what's about to happen.
Yep.
Especially if you're a dude in this rap game. If you got 4 or 5 dudes that just hanging out with you and y'all showing up to these shows, guaranteed something gonna pop off.
Yep. Everybody should
put
have a job.
every guy that's around you to work. Put them to work.
Yep.
I put them to work.
Yep.
If they don't know what they're doing, eventually, if you assign them, say, hey man, I need you to do this, eventually he's gonna become good at that.
Exactly. That's how, you know what? I feel like a lot of managers become managers that way. It's like on the job training. Like, this the only nigga I trust. Figure it out, bro. Help me out.
Yeah, like most managers that I know, they was like they homeboy.
Yes.
It was like, well, shit, I ain't gonna get nobody else. I'm gonna just let him do it.
I think Ray Daniels said he learned that way with Rock City. Like, he was just the homie.
Just learn, bro.
Figure it out on the way.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Put your people to work, man. And don't just be around a nigga. Like, you should want to help.
Yeah, I remember seeing this clip one time when Future was like, he said, I put y'all in the room. Ain't none of y'all niggas got no numbers.
See what I'm saying?
Facts.
For real.
Facts. Put it to work. Speaking of putting your team to work, let's transition into this T.I. 50 beef is still going on. The Sun's still going at it. Damani came with a new one. T.I. said he feel like King went a little too far though. Man, supposedly 50 Cent striking back. What y'all thinking about?
I'm gonna say this because me and my girl, we had a conversation about this morning. I think when you go the mother route, and you know this, if somebody talk about your mama,
it's up.
It's up. It ain't no what. If somebody talk about your mama, how do you put rules on that?
You don't. What's the first thing when we was kids? This is old school. But what's the first thing somebody said to you to make you mad? You
better not say nothing about my mama.
A mama joke, nigga.
Yeah.
Your mama so fat. Your mama so such and such.
But the first thing you tell anybody, bro, you can talk about anything, but you better not talk about my mama.
What you say about my mama?
Even if you don't like your mom.
Right.
Fuck that, nigga.
You better not say nothing about my mama.
Shit. So, yeah.
So when he put the picture up of his mom, do I think he went too far with the dude mom being dead and the T-shirt and
I don't.
I mean, my man, you showcase the dude mom. You put his mom on display. And I think that was the point where I think 50 miscalculated. He didn't calculate the kids.
Yeah.
I think he calculated T.I., but he didn't calculate that they got a whole army over there.
Nobody was thinking about that. Nobody was thinking about that. These niggas is grown. They men.
That's their mama.
And they're men. They're not kids.
Not
you
kids.
Thinking of the Family Hustle TV show when they was like this big.
That's King's mama. So you talking about his mama.
Boy.
In public.
What?
In public. Online.
Yeah.
So how was he supposed to respond? That's what I always ask everybody. Okay, what was he supposed to be? Because dude wasn't being polite. That wasn't a polite gesture.
No.
So what were you looking for King to do? Now the money was the politest. That was the politest diss I've seen.
Not the new one. The new one called Pussy. I ain't never heard Damani talk like this. I love this little nigga. Damani is my favorite. He's bringing my favorite records out of this beef.
That's right.
My God. Shout out to Damani, man. I love that little nigga, boy.
Oh, yeah.
So what you think about the Leon Thomas Power theme song response from 50? Is that enough? Is that what you think?
I don't think it's enough, But I do think it's a calculated 50 Cent move because he put it in the intro to Power, and we're all going to be watching Power for fucking 6 months. We're going to have to hear that every Sunday with beginning of the show.
Bro.
It's a jab at Tip.
That's the first thing I said. That's a permanent jab.
Yeah.
That's a jab that's going to be heard for weeks.
Yeah, months, because everybody going to watch. That shit is in every black household.
Every time you watch the rerun, every time you put it on, when they put it out on a series or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's a jab. That
Right.
shit, hey, man, I ain't going to lie.
That's why even when the beef dies and goes away,
Doesn't matter.
it's still going to be there.
So,
And,
I think that's gangster.
The documentary, 50 saying he got a documentary on the way. Y'all believe that?
I believe that, but I also know, not guessing, I know, Tip working on a doc on 50 too, just in case. Yep.
But let me ask you this.
He fucking with the wrong one, bro.
But let me say this.
Tip ain't going nowhere.
Let me say this. And I don't know if we talked about this last time, and now it's just me and you. I can ask you. Do you, in other genres of music, this never happened. You never see Metallica against Bon Jovi against Kiss. You get what I'm saying?
Because they don't battle. Remember I was telling you? It's not a sport.
But
Rap is a sport.
I know it's a sport, but at what point do you draw the line?
Them lines been done a long time ago.
Right, but I'm saying that. I mean, but this is the only genre where you get rewarded for tearing somebody down, and in some cases ending their career.
For sure.
So just think about the beef between Ja Rule and 50. Ja Rule never recovered.
Right, ever. But okay, so what is the question? So I can answer it correctly. Or it's not a question. You're just saying why us? Like why are we the only?
Well, I'm asking you the question. Let me ask you again. Why in our industry, the competition level of what we do as rappers, why does in every genre that this doesn't take place? It doesn't take place in rock, doesn't take place in jazz, doesn't take place in none of these other genres.
Because hip hop is born from the streets, and you know the rules of the street. Just kill or be killed, in every sense of the word.
But I get it. But we talked about this. Even when you're talking about Cardi B and the other situation, right? Mm-hmm. Both of them got money. What are you getting out of it?
That's a fact. Yeah.
Like both of these guys are millionaires. So what is the benefit? What are you getting out of it?
Well, it started off as competition, but then some people take it too far. You post a man, wife, now you take it too far.
Right.
But 50 seems like he really be the only nigga who really be doing that. Like if you go back to other battles like the Ja Rule 50, it was 50 involved. But like when Jay-Z and Nas, look at them niggas, they cool now.
But when you look at it from a bigger picture, right? Mm-hmm. Look at it from a bigger perspective. You got other people that do that on lower levels too. You get what I'm saying? You got other, you got beefs and
niggas dying and going to jail about this shit.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So when you look at that, it's like a cancer. It's like a domino effect. You got one guy who's doing it, now you got other people that do it. You see what I'm saying? Calling people out, doing different things to agitate different situations, the whole shit. So you got these platforms now that are like that are built like that. You know what I'm saying? The whole platform is built on that same type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's only in our genre. Like you don't have in pop music or pop music or whatever, you don't have a website or IG page that's actually targeting them every day for the negative things that they do. So
was World Star the birth of the bullshit, of monetizing the bullshit and having a hub of just a bunch of...
I don't even think World Star started out just as posting the bullshit. I think it really posted like, hey man, let's make everybody aware of everything that's going on in other places. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Then they saw what was working.
And then it's just like anything. Okay, this is what people locking into. Let's get them more of this.
So it's the people's fault.
And nobody ever wants to say that. It's
our
fault.
Yep.
Because if we didn't like it, it wouldn't even exist like that.
And it's what we engage with the most.
Right. It's like I was telling my girl this morning, I said, have you just noticed that we got a whole war going on outside? And the biggest conversation in our community right now is 50 Cent and T.I.
Facts.
It's a war going on outside.
A real war.
A real war.
Facts.
That could have real effect on our everyday, day-to-day life.
That we're probably going to lose, by the way.
And all we're talking about right now is T.I. and 50.
Yeah.
Like it ain't even in our community, like you got Jasmine Crockett who just lost in Texas. You get what I'm saying? You don't see people talking about that. Mm-mm. But that's going to be a major impact.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I love Jasmine Crockett.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was a voice that rung out in Congress. You get what I'm saying? Now you're not gonna hear that. Now everybody's gonna whatever's going on is just gonna be going on. There's no voice. There's nobody to challenge the authority. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's just crazy to me to see everything that's going on right now.
But we're cooked.
You know what I mean?
As a generation, we're just cooked, bro. As a nation, we're cooked, bro.
But when you say that, I have to ask you, like, what do we do to pull it back?
All right, so for me, I know that my mentality is I can only control what I can control, right?
Right.
So I could feel this way, like your boy D1. He's always positive, and you shouldn't do this, and guys do this, and I love his message, but you can't control people. You can put the message out there, that's fine. So for me, all I can do, I got a son and a daughter in my house. All I can do is raise my son and my daughter to be the best human beings that they could possibly be.
Right.
I can't control what nobody else do. And all I can do is just lead by example and try to be the best human being that I could be. That's it. Outside of everything else, it's like, yo, it's only so much you can do. We can get on this microphone and drop all the jewels we drop every week and all the positivity, but it's like, how far does that go? Now, hopefully somebody, it touches a few people's ears and it inspires them, but when it's all said and done, bro, you can't compete with the algorithm. and our nation was built on fuck shit anyway. This is America. Like, whatever, let's be real. We black. Let's talk about America. America is built on the backs of us. It's built on murder. It's built on rape. It's built on pillaging.
It ain't built on us. It was built by us.
No. It's built on rape. It's built on theft.
No.
Yes.
The Englishmen
came over
to
here.
America.
It wasn't America then. That's what made it America.
It wasn't America. They named it that, but we were already here.
That's my point.
I'm
not talking about before
those cities that just think about this. And I always say this, when you go look at those buildings, those buildings, you go, who built this? No, nobody now could have built this. Most of those buildings say founded in 1860.
Yeah.
Those buildings were already
existed
before Christopher Columbus got here.
You're proving my point. So what I'm saying is, before America, this was something completely different. It was great. America was built on stealing,
fuckery,
raping,
because
pillaging.
you got to think, who did they send over here? They sent their criminals over here.
Exactly.
But
so what do you think this nation is going to be?
But this is the one, and you know what? I'm happy we're talking about that, because listen, this is what I had to talk about. Kristi Noem, they fired her, right?
Okay.
But they just fired her. Nobody's talking about the $143 million that she stole.
And they proved it that she stole.
Right, that it stole. But nobody's talking about that.
But they'll put a nigga in jail for an ounce of weed.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, she's more than likely going to walk away with that $143 million unscathed.
How, Sway?
You tell me. That's what I'm saying. So how do we, now that you got people like Jasmine Crockett, certain people that are not, that they're actually through the midterm, they're going to get those people out so they can really do what they want to do.
Because we ain't got the complexion for the connection.
What ain't even that? It's like, for real, and I say this all the time. You know why I think it's the way it is? Because we don't give a fuck. We don't care.
To that point, I saw a post on social media talking about all this stuff going on, and you ain't heard one Epstein bar, one. At one point, hip hop was that voice. Hip hop was when,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? You had PE and you had Outkast and you had Goody Mob talking about cell therapy,
right,
and all this other stuff.
For sure.
We don't care.
Yeah, and they don't want to hear that shit. That's what they'll say, right? But I think if a nigga really did do that shit, people would flock to it. I think
that's the only thing that'll change our culture right now. Somebody got to do that. I think when they erase conscious rap, when conscious rap really went away, there's nothing wrong with having conscious rap, and there's nothing wrong with having trap rap, because at the same time, you got people that in the same environment, you got people that live this type of lifestyle, and then you got people that live this type of lifestyle, right, and then you got people that live this type of lifestyle, that live the trap life, that after a while they look at the the things that went on in their life, all the the things that were bad that happened, blah blah blah. Eventually, they become conscious of the things that they were doing. Now, conscious rap makes sense to them.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But when you wipe that completely away, and you don't give a kid an option to make that decision whether or not they want to be conscious or they want to hear what's right or hear the right thing, but you constantly just keep, I'm a killer.
Which is on purpose.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like when I see these kids now, I be seeing kids in my neighborhood, I be like, 13, 14 years old, walking down the street, pants sagging, smoking weed, and I be going like, how did we get to that?
Because there's no role models. Like in your era, I feel like you had the best era for black people as far as something to look up to. Like, look at all the people that y'all had, positive role models that you could look at, like the Muhammad Ali's, and you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had people to really look up to. Our role models and the kids' role models now
is NBA YoungBoy.
Dog. If this is who you're looking up to crash outs.
But what do you think
they're gonna be?
Because now the level of what we accept as a celebrity has.
There you go. The love and hip hop shit. We talked about that before.
On,
the
bro.
girls
like
are looking
the
at the thotties.
The level of what we have started to accept as entertainment and superstars. Just think about it right now. Who are the superstars right now?
They don't exist.
The Zeus Network baddies and
Word.
all that.
Yes.
Which I just saw. Apparently, the dad of the founder of Zeus Network, his dad is like Israeli minister.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Say that again. I didn't notice.
Yeah,
What?
the father of the founder of Zeus.
Yes.
His father is a Israeli minister.
Wow, that's crazy.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. That could get even deeper than I even care to go.
I'll just leave it right there.
But come on, dog.
But when you think about those shows, right?
Jesus.
Just think about
Ain't no white station like that, is it?
Yeah, bro, come on.
What's the white Zeus?
They not gonna do that.
Ain't one.
You know why? Because they're not gonna put
CNN.
I seen this meme on Instagram, and it always seemed like it keep running across my page anyway. But it is this woman she says in their community they don't do those type of things. They don't showcase them. They don't put their men on blast. You've never watched a clip on Instagram, TikTok, any of that of a white Caucasian woman telling you how horrible a white man is.
Ever.
You've never seen an Asian woman on TikTok, Instagram, or any of those platforms talking about how horrible and how whack her relationship is with an Asian man.
I never saw a white woman go on a podcast and say she needs $50,000 a month to date her. None of this stuff.
So this is what I'm saying.
You're right.
So this is all program. This is all propaganda.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
And it's working.
Right. So when you get a young lady, you get a young black lady that say, "Oh, I can't date a dude without getting 50,000." What do you think that put into the mind of a young girl, 15, 16 years old, who's coming into her whole situation of being a woman? What do you think she's gonna do when she get into the dating scene?
Yep.
I ain't dating nobody unless I get 50. You know when I seen her say that, the first thing in my mind say, "Bitch, you don't even make 50,000."
Right. Exactly.
But you sitting there telling me you can't date a dude that's not gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 50 of my hard-earned dollars.
Give.
Yeah, give it to you just because you got a pussy. Stop playing with me.
Stop playing.
Like seriously.
No, okay, so the young girls are seeing this. Imagine how the young niggas feel. Damn, I gotta find a way to make $50K a month to get a bitch like that. Well, how you gonna get that?
That's why you got all these
robbing, stealing,
Right.
selling drugs, nigga, because you ain't gonna get it legally.
That's why when I like you know, and you can go look this up on you can Google this. The average person in America, especially Black American, don't even make $100,000.
Exactly.
So how is everybody driving Benzes, living in luxury apartments, especially in Atlanta? Mm-hmm. Just think about how many people you know live the lavish life in Atlanta. But as the census say, not even a lot of people even make over $100,000 a year.
Right.
Just think about that.
You're right.
How far are we really living outside of our means?
All the way. My first experience with that was where me and she was my girl at the time. She wasn't even my wife yet. We had this apartment in Smyrna. And I remember when the very first Porsche Panamera came out. And a nigga had it in our apartment complex. But I'm like, nigga, I looked it up. I'm like, damn, how much that car cost? The car costs way more than our apartment.
Right.
Like, way more. There's no reason he should have had that fucking car
apartment.
living in the apartment complex that we was living in.
Right.
No fucking way. But niggas do that shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you live in an apartment paying probably $1,800, $2,000 a month.
Our rent wasn't even that much. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have had that car. I think our rent was like
$900.
Yeah, about $950 maxed out. You know what I'm saying?
$900 with a $1,000, $1,500 a month note.
He had the brand new shit. I'm looking like, why you live here? You tripping?
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at it from a whole perspective, that's why when I look at a D1, I can respect him. I can respect his whole perspective.
Me too.
You know, a lot of times I don't think I like how it may come off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. And I think he tried to do it from a standpoint of where it's like, yo, I really just want you to get it. I don't really want to be preachy, but I just want you to understand it. But a lot of times it's like you nagging at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you do that to these young kids, it's like
they automatically want to
hear that shit.
So to that point, I just saw, I think it was Hip Hop DX reporting that Cyhi is sending shots at JCole behind how he handled the whole
the beef.
Yeah, the beef. And I mean, to that point, like JCole tried to take the peaceful route, try to take the grown man route,
but I'm gonna say this. But I will say this about that situation. I mean, as far as the rap battle, I couldn't really see JCole in that battle.
He wasn't supposed to be in it for real in the first place.
Right, but then when you look at it, and it's like I said when we listened to the mixtape the other week, I just said he could never come back and go, he's the top dog as a rapper now. You know what I'm saying?
That's where the flack comes from. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, like he could never come back and go, he could never do those type of verses no more.
That's what Cyhi is saying.
But I would like to see Cole and Cyhi. As an MC,
as a battle,
a fan, as an MC,
together or battling?
No, battling, because Cyhi is fire, and J. Cole to me is still fire, and I feel like they're the same.
But let me ask you this
level,
and we'll say that about Cyhi, right? Why you don't think Cyhi get that kind of credit? Like I think he's kind of like what Talib Kweli was. He's like your rapper.
He's a rapper's rapper.
He's your favorite rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nobody, when they mention like, okay, who's your top lyricist right now? Nobody says Cyhi, but he's, in my opinion, one of the top rappers, lyricists in the game.
Because he hasn't been able to put out enough bodies of work under his name. Now, niggas don't know that he's Kid Cudi, and sometimes he's Kanye, and sometimes he is because he's a ghostwriter. But as far as like Cyhi projects, like we have to look it up, but
he's got out some projects.
But it's not a lot of them. You know what I mean? For the amount of time that he's been in the game,
I don't think
he don't have a lot.
I don't think people support him the way they should. I think that's the.
Why do you think that is?
Because I don't think he's making trap rap. I think if he was, he says he's from Atlanta, so as soon as you say Atlanta, the first thing is, he got to be a trap rapper. Then you hear him, he's a lyricist.
But he do be rapping trap shit though. That's my thing with him.
He be rapping trap shit, but the beats don't be trap.
The beats ain't trap. It's hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
And you already know to make that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough
for people to understand where he do talk that shit, but that beat gotta be that shit too.
Well, maybe that's why. And part of it too. Again, he was getting money writing for Kanye and them. So was he really focused on his solo career?
I think he's nice. I really wish because he came from a group when he first started early on where he was doing that kind of shit. I really wish he would go back and get with a lot of these young cats and start making beats. Get those beats from him and pop that shit on top of it.
He's one hit away still.
Like
if he just, I'm keeping an eye on him. What he's doing now. So he poked the bear with J. Cole. Right now he just dropped another joint today, which is super hard, and he's talking about good music and why they broke up and his perspective. Super introspective, super dope ass fucking record.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I think because the times are changing, I think we are getting back to that. It's a bunch of us out here that want to hear that type of shit. So as long as he stays consistent, I think he can pop through the bubble again.
Let's kind of talk about it still. Are the times changing?
Yeah, because that's what I want to talk about too. Because it was something that
I'm helping.
And I brought this up on the other show. The mid metamorphosis.
Yes, for sure.
Like I think that's where we at. I think that's we said it on the last show. I just think that's where we at. Because when I'm looking, it's like I was telling Greg Street the other day. I said, I'm just waiting for something to pop. I'm waiting for something to be special. I think that's what everybody right now is waiting for. I think we've heard trap. I think we've heard every way you can actually do it. I mean, we keep getting different variations of it. But I think musically now is something got to change. Musical wise. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not rap wise. Not as far as who can rap, because like now, as you see, everybody kind of got the same cadence. Everybody rap like somebody else. Nobody has that stand out. Ooh, he sound like this. He sound like that. You get what I'm saying? Everybody kind of got the Migo flow or the Future flow, this flow. You get what I'm saying? It's got to be something that's going to break, that's going to be brand new, that's going to start a whole new trend. Because right now, the females It's got it on. It got it on lock.
Oh, smash, on smash.
Females got it on lock. It's like, and I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's the entitlement of male rappers right now in the city, but man, the female rappers are going crazy.
They are. There's a guy. I don't know, man. If obviously I can't tell the future, but I'm just paying attention to what I think is working, especially as a DJ. I feel like, and I could be biased because I'm from Jersey, but I feel like the Jersey club sound is coming back. The reason I say that, you ever hear of this kid named Zeddy Will?
No.
Okay. Look up, I'm saying, look up Zeddy Will. He's from New York, right?
You heard of Zeddy Will? Okay.
All right, so if you look him up, he makes party music, but he's a young kid from New York. He's not on no drill shit. He's not. It's like fun. I'm gonna give you another example. That new The Baby record, that pop that thing, pop that thing. It's that sound. It's
Right.
the Jersey club sound.
Well, you got to remember.
So it's partying again.
We've been at the slow tempo for so long.
That's my point. It's time to turn up again. That fucking French Montana.
The KC and Sunshine Band.
Come on, man. I just seen Max B did another one. He's sampling Strafe. Set it off on your left.
Listen,
it's coming back to that. I feel like that's
like right
the
now.
thing.
Dance songs, like dancing, being able to that good feeling,
Have some fun,
Like that
man.
was one of the and I'll go back to this again. That's one of the main reasons why I went and did the listening room, because I wanted that good feeling again. What it feel like for somebody to drop a record and you just go crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody